Our students are doing this for us. None of this was done by me, or by the faculty, or by the Department of Mathematics and Applied Mathematics. I just want to say a word of welcome to everybody. There will be people flowing in. We've got our volunteers from Math Club helping them along, so please be patient with us. Please provide it with space. If there is space next to you, rather move towards the wall instead of sitting on the edge if there's a space next to you. Thank you. If there's overflow, the G-Lab will be available. They've got full visibility and sound on that side as well, so don't feel like you're neglecting the ones that already used. I think we're going to be full house. We had 170 RSVPs last night. That is very cooperative, I must say, for people to actually go and RSVP for this occasion. And then we had emails and WhatsApp and SMS, another 40. The Math Club itself is now standing at the current number, 140 participants. I'm not sure where Dr. Kanana is going to get all the stock from, all the gear, but let's wait and see. Hey? They say where there are angels, there are also miracles. Eh? So thank you for all our students, you are all angels, for doing this for us today. All protocols are observed. If I run through the list now, it will take another 10 minutes. So I say welcome to faculty staff, faculty office. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Thank you for the Department of Mathematics and Applied Mathematics for availing the premises, the venue. For us, we had last year 30 mathematics lectures here. They cooperated. They came to say, why don't you use our venue and seat yourselves in Lab H and are you using planning? Thank you. It's very nice. So we have postponed classes that are happening today, 312, mathematics classes at the G and H Lab. We postponed them hopefully to another suitable occasion. So without any further ado, I want to just say lastly, thank you to the Math and Applied Math Department, Professor Kailash, for all your wonderful work in supporting our students doing the right thing. This has been a long time coming, I think. And you'll see what the students have to say later on, what a phenomenon this really happens to be at the University of the Western Cape. I want to thank also the University's top structure, the DVC's office for supporting this. As we speak, they are talking about you, our students, at meetings. So this is definitely a groundbreaking occasion for all our students from the university. You don't have to be registered for Math 2 or Math 105. You can be in any mathematics course or just intending to do mathematics one day and you already can join our club. So let's look at the program for today. We now have the address by the HOD of Mathematics and Applied Mathematics, Professor Kailash Patel.
Morning, everyone. Mathematicians are known to prove the things by counterexamples. And I think this is one of the reasons they put a picture here which is not the right picture. But we just want to attract some attention. Yesterday, my departmental administrator, she sent me an email and she says she will try to come for the Pi Day, P-I-E, Pi Day. And then just to honor what she expected, we just put the picture of pi. But if you see these flyers, you see another pi in the background. You see that? Now, what it is all about. How many of you were born in 1988? How many of you were born in 1988? Raise your hands. Not me. We are not discriminating against your age. I just want to congratulate you for some special reasons. Please raise your hands. Anyone born in 1988? Okay, so just about 101 years ago to 1988, which was 1887, there was a famous number theorist who was born in India, Srinivas Ramanujan. He contributed tremendously towards the number pi. In fact, when he was of the age of 13 years, he already gave a theorem. He made a statement of the theorem about pi. He was a small child, he saw the number pi in the dream, and he just concluded that in his writing when he was only 13 years of age. So it was in 1997, and then in 1998, there was a famous physicist. His name was, they call it Day, but where is Lawrence? It was Lawrence Shaw. His name was Lawrence Shaw. In 1988, in San Francisco Exploratorium, he started celebrating this Pi Day. It was the first occasion when they had the official Pi Day celebrated in the planetarium. And what he did, all his staff, they were walking around in a circular path like this picture here. Okay, and having fruit pies. They were eating fruit pies, but they were walking in a circular path. And you know the 2 pi r, what it stands for? Circumference. Okay, so there is some connection to it. So that is why we decided to have this Pi Day on this particular day, when the first time they started having it in US. And I think after some 3-4 years, the US government actually made that day as a Pi Day, and now everybody celebrates this as the World Pi Day. So in that spirit now, this is the reason we have the other pi here and 1 pi over there. So thank you, Mrs. Hendricks, just reminding us about the pi. We put the picture here. Now, why are we having this math club? This is not just Dion's dream, this is not just Dean's dream, this is not just my dream. If you see all across the globe, there are many student chapters nowadays. Many professional societies, like say for example SIAM, which is Society for Industrial and Applied Mathematics, they are having student chapters all across the globe. We wanted to have one at UWC, we were not successful just because we didn't have enough students showing the interest. But afterwards, one was opened in the Pretoria. So in that spirit, we wanted to have some activities taking place which can be run by the students. So Math Club is one of the initiatives in that spirit. It can only survive if you all contribute. Staff are here, they were here, they will be here. But who will be keep on moving? It's you students. Some of you become future lecturers, future scientists, and you will come in different forms and you will make different kind of contributions here. So Math Club is a platform where you can share your mathematical knowledge irrespective of who you are. The person who started was a physicist, he was not a mathematician. Obviously, a good physicist is a good mathematician in the background, but by profession he was not a mathematician. So you don't need to think that if I belong to computer science, this is not my baby. You can be part of it and you must be. In terms of what will you do after the celebration today, this is just a platform where you can start making your tremendous contributions. Dr. Solomons mentioned to me that we are going to have every month, if not bi-weekly, every month at least one seminar which will be run by the students, and we will call it Math Club seminar. Talks will be given by some of you students, other experts in the field. We got senior professors coming and teaching at UWC from across South Africa. They will also contribute towards like the history of mathematics, other mathematical contributions, problem solving skills, and so many other things which will help you to learn more about the things like SATMO, for instance, South African Tertiary Maths Olympiad. So this will be part of the Math Club. Another thing is, you students, we will encourage you to go to the schools and talk to them about SATMO. Simple questions you can go and explain to them. They are like grade 8, grade 9 questions. They are like pretty simple, and then but quite challenging. So once you start taking participation in them, you will really see that it is something that is really fun. this event would not have taken place if for the students your father didn't approach your grandfather, Mr. Dean. So his office, through Dr. Konana, through the faculty manager, through all his supporting staff, has helped us tremendously. So they have been working day and night. My department didn't realize that this case is such a big event, but behind the scene, it was the faculty who was assisting us till now. So Dion and me, we are just like puppets for the dean. We are just doing everything as per his instructions. If he says there is money, you'll say yes, we'll do it. If he says there is no money, you'll say we'll still do it, because Indians, they don't stop doing the things. Thank you.
We will now have the Dean of the Faculty of Natural Sciences addressing our students. Thank you.
Hi guys, Mike Davies Coleman, Dean of Science. I'm a chemist, which is not a mathematician, but even close. So I'm not a real scientist. You guys are real scientists. There's a chemist here. You guys are real scientists, and I want to pay tribute. And I think the first thing we're going to do is a standing ovation for Dr. Konana. Everyone up. Thank you so much from everyone in this room, without exception. The second time I want you to stand is to give a standing ovation for, and I want the staff to sit for this, but the staff of the Department of Mathematics who have given up so much for you in these last 2 years. So all stand, mathematics. Is the revolution that no one thought about. This is the revolution in mathematics that is starting at the University of Western Cape. As I'm speaking to you now, and I know Dr. Solomon's alluded to it earlier, the rector of this institution is talking to the council of the university, telling them about this program in mathematics and the revolution that we're all part of. All of us are part of it. We're very excited to watch it happen in front of our eyes. The most important thing about mathematics to a non-mathematician, but someone who has done maths up to a fairly senior level at university, is the myth, the fairy tale, the story you were told as young people, that you can either do maths or you can't do maths. That is absolute nonsense. You guys are living proof of that. And all my discussions with Dr. Konana have evolved around the simple thought that mathematics is not about aptitude, which means you can just do it without any practice. It's about attitude, which means you can only do it with a lot of hard work. We can all sing and we can all dance, but if you want to win a singing competition or you want to win a dancing competition, you have to practice, never mind how talented you think you may be. Mathematics is no different. I spoke to the school principals that were here. There were 50-odd school principals here last Friday. And I said to them, mathematics, do not destroy the futures of our young people by pushing them into mathematics literacy when they have every capability of doing mathematics, by changing their attitude, by realizing that mathematics of all subjects requires more work than anything else. And that's why I'm a chemist, because it's easier than mathematics. So remember that. It's not about aptitude, it's about attitude, 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 and hard work. And the reward from hard work is immense. Now the difference between mathematics and music is that music is hard work. Those of you who play any instrument will know that many hours of practice. But you have the enjoyment of playing with it. So I encourage you to use the Mathematics Club to enjoy mathematics and find opportunities to play with mathematics so that it becomes very much part of what you enjoy doing, not what you have to do. And the fact that you're all here today shows me that you are seeing the benefits of hard work and the enjoyment of numbers. In case you hadn't realized, we're right in the middle of the 4th Industrial Revolution. It has come faster than any other of the revolutions that preceded it. All of this, the 4th Industrial Revolution, involves vast quantum leap forwards, massive leap forwards in technology. And the basis of technology is mathematics. You will be the most skilled young people to take the greatest advantage of the rapid changes that are happening if you have a fundamental understanding of mathematics. So you guys have seen the future. Congratulations, and we support you 110%. Well, it's not about the old guy standing at the front, it's about you guys. And I'm dying to hear a response from our young from amongst you as to how you feel about the way going forward. So, like Professor Patidar, I'm going to go back in time. Was anyone here in 1960? That was a very difficult time in this country and a very difficult time actually across the world. A very violent century last century. But there was a young president of the United States by the name of John F. Kennedy. And he stood up, and I want you to listen because I'm going to read what he said, and then I'm going to translate it to us in mathematics. This is the 50th anniversary of the first person to walk on the moon. It's this year. 1969 is when it happened, and we're now in 2019. And it's amazing to think that no one's been back there for nearly 50 odd years, and yet it happened so long ago. When a person walked on the moon, I was 12 years old, so I remember seeing it on television. I still remember that. That's the reason I became a scientist, was seeing what was thought to be impossible happening in front of my eyes. So he said, we choose to go to the moon in this decade, in the 1960s, and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. If you Google John F. Kennedy, we choose to go to the moon, you'll get this exact quote. I've changed it now to, we choose to do mathematics in our time at UWC and to do the other things. Not because maths is easy, because it is hard, because this goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because this challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. Well done, guys.
Thank you very much for those lovely words of encouragement to our students. You know, the faculty has done so much. On Saturday, the 9th of March, we had second year mathematics together with first year mathematics students. They were sitting at Life Sciences Auditorium and in the foyer area where the seminar rooms are on level 1. There were in total 220 students doing mathematics from 8:30 in the morning. Faculty supplied the premises. Faculty supplied them with breakfast. Faculty supplied them with lunch. They were sustained. Some of them insisted, Prof. Some of them insisted to work until 4 p.m. on a Saturday. What were they doing? They were doing mathematics. I'm so proud of this cohort of students that we have this year, the ones that came through last year, and the ones that came through in our past, that are now even progressing in other spheres of life, for continuing with mathematics and not giving up the struggle. Even after defeat, they come back. They are not ashamed to repeat, because mathematics is something you have to repeat all the time. It's not something you just do once. Mistakes are allowed. You are supposed to make mistakes and progress from them. On this occasion, I just want to take a moment to thank the students, UWC students. Please stand and give yourself a round of applause. I'm not sure whether we are clashing, and I won't say anything further about that. Pretty sure there are some clashes with physics and other courses, but mathematics did their homework and freeing up our students to come here, and thank you for coming. The venue will overflow. I will now hand it back to the HOD for Mathematics and Applied Mathematics, Professor prt1, to do some awards.
Before we start the award ceremony, there is something very special. We have been waiting for it for quite some time, and it's the faculty office who always insist us to keep doing something. And there are two special ladies. They are from the faculty office here. Very clever. They pick up what we are not doing right. They phone us immediately. And they say, this is not right, it shouldn't be done like this. Can I call these two ladies here and to disclose something which is in my hand? I don't know what it is, but can I call Florence and Yoniswa here? There's something here. It was part of the portfolio when Florence was assisting Natalie on certain matters. I don't know what exactly inside, but she can open and then she can appreciate her happiness. Sorry? I don't know. Yes, we can open it. I don't know what is inside. Obviously not Indian rupees. Thanks to Kian's opening, we are forced to do certain things. So this is the first thing that we started. This is the post-graduate studies brochure for Maths department. Something that she has been insisting. We don't have any information, bro. We don't have any information. This is what we will. Now, can I call upon Ms. Natija Parker here? All the students whose name I am announcing, at some stage they are going to her office, and she had placed, always she had played a tremendous role in nurturing them throughout the journey. So I will call the names of the students and she will be awarding them the certificates. Starting with mate 105, these are the male students. Mate 105, these are the top achievers in 2018. Those who scored highest marks. Milali Bekiwe, mate 105. Indian version. Okay. The second one is the top achiever in Med 211 in 2018, Abdullah Mekdar. The next one is the top achiever in Med 212, Luthando Lele. Luthando in the meantime, I announce the name of the person who is not here. I know for sure. In Med 221, I think the top scorer was Abdullah Mekdar. Luthando is here. Congratulations. Abdullah was top scorer in 211 as well as in 221. And for your information, our faculty has nominated him as one of the undergraduate students for the Heidelberg Claret Forum, which will take place in September. If he is successful across the country, then it's good for UWC. Now, we have a special lady here. Top scorer in Med 232 for 2018, Avela CEO. From Med 311. James, okay. James. I don't know for some reason this gentleman always achieves highest possible marks and he's not in the class. Even he makes it today, you see. Very hardworking student. The top achiever for Med 312 in 2018 is Keithon Baker. I don't see him around. Mr. Baker, his son is Professor. The top achiever for Med 321 is James Oxley. And the top achiever for Med 322 is again James. Okay, so you can come and collect the certificate. The top achiever for Med 105, Ishlali.